Morning guys, it's the Man Mechanic here. Now, how do we do the timing for the camshaft and crankshaft? Now what it is, the crankshaft turns twice as fast as the camshaft, and that's why you've got the camshaft wheel is seriously bigger than the crankshaft. But how do we time these two to make sure that the valves open relative to the piston? And on the Triumph, it is very, very easy. You've got a datum mark just there, see that? And a line scribed through. So what you do is you find the datum line on the camshaft. So you've got a dot, and then you've got a small line that appears. So you line that up with the line there. Now on the crankshaft, I've highlighted it because it's very faint. You've also got another scribe line there, which then obviously lines up with those 2 points. So all you do is you get the crankshaft lined up like that. See the way it's lined up, and then you get the camshaft that lines up. He then lines up like that. So both those lines are scribed right through the middle. I think the camshaft is slightly off actually, but easiest way to do it is to take the camshaft off, the pulley off, sorry, and put it back on again. But that's lined up there. You can see it's just slightly off, so we'll just move that round another tooth and we'll try again. So we've now moved the camshaft. It's just a couple of teeth on the actual chain itself. So you take the camshaft off, move it around a couple of teeth, it then moves it around, put it back on again, job's good. So what we're looking at now is the crankshaft is lined up with the scribe on the engine block. The camshaft, as you can see there, is also lined up with the scribe on the engine block. What I tend to do is I turn the engine round a couple of turns, couple of revolutions, just to make sure that those two line back up. And all we need to do then is put the chain adjuster on, new chain adjuster, and a new oil seal in the crankshaft end, and put the cover back on. I'll show you do that in a second. So we've knocked over the lock nut washers to hold the camshaft in place so it doesn't come loose. And then you put an oil thrower. Now the oil thrower itself is quite important. So you put the concave on the outside. Okay, and what that does, it stops if any of the oil comes out here. It's very much like this, the gnawed nut on the other side, but it hits there and throws it up back into the engine again. So that's your gnawed nut. Now, how do we replace the old timing chain tensioner? It's very easy. You can open it up. It's very hard to do this with one hand actually. What I tend to do, open it up like you see, open it up like that. So I'm going to take this apart. And all you do then is you thread the old one out, get the new one, you open it up like so. Hang on, open it up. It's pretty hard to do it with one hand. I should get a tripod one day. I should invest in myself. I just keep subscribing. I might be able to afford myself a tripod. Right, yep. Hang on 2 seconds. Right, like I said before, takes a bit of time. Put it in there, get the old one, split them up, wind it into that. Now there's two, you can see that properly, but there's two washers each side. They've got to go each side of that to keep it into play. That is your new adjuster chain, or adjuster for the camshaft chain. Easy, innit? Easy. It's easy engineering. Not over complicated. Right, to put new camshaft cover on, all we do, because you've got the what do we call it, the timing tensioner, that's got to go onto that side. So all you do is you slip it on to one side like that, so it engages. You've got to make sure it's engaged, and then you can sort of like pull it over. Oh God, here we go. It's all going wrong here. Hang on. Right, to fit the timing cover, you put onto one side so the timing tensioner touches onto the timing chain. Okay, you then slide it up across, and you slide it up across, trying to get it on. Oh God. Right, like I said, you move it over to one side so the timing chain tensioner touches onto the chain. Okay, you then slide it over and then put it on. It's very hard to do with one hand, but we got it in the end. But anyway, that's the timing cover on. And then you do the bolts up. You find that some of these bolts are screws. The ones that put into the butt plate, like these ones here, they're all screws like that. These fit into here like that. You can't go wrong, because they're either threaded or they're not threaded. And if they are threaded, the screws go in. If they're holes, the bolts go in. It's as simple as that. And you've got one there with a nut and washer. But what I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to clean this timing cover up a bit, because I've got a little bit of sludge all over it. But there you go. And all we need to do then is to put the front pulley wheel on. That lines up with the Woodruff key, which is on there like that. That fits on there. We've got a brand new oil seal. I'm not going to show you how to do the oil seal. That goes in like that, and the engine falls over. One of these days I'm going to buy an engine stand, but I don't do a great deal with engine repairing, so that's the timing cover and front pulley done. And obviously front nut on there, tighten up to the specifications. All right, guys. Put a new cam followers in as well, because they were all a little bit naff, but they're all nice and tight now, and brand new ones. So there you go. Thanks very much.